I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
Nearly 2 years after rich homie Kwan's unexpected death, the questions haven't faded, they've multiplied. What was officially ruled a tragic overdose has since become one of the most debated celebrity deaths online. Recently, renewed chatter claims women who were allegedly involved with Kwan outside his main relationship are now sharing stories that complicate the narrative. To be clear, none of this has been legally confirmed. What's circulating is public speculation based on inconsistencies people believe were overlooked. Still, when the same details keep resurfacing, curiosity grows. Everything traces back to the early morning of September 5, 2024. According to reports, Kwan's brother, Andre Munford, discovered him around 3 a.m. lying on the kitchen floor, unresponsive, with food still in his mouth. Instead of calling emergency services immediately, Andre reportedly moved Kwan onto a couch. No ambulance. No urgent response. That single decision became one of the first moments that caused the public to question how the situation was handled.
I added Dad to the call. He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help. We need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen carefully. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
Hours later, another key moment added fuel to the speculation. Around 6:45 a.m., Kwan's longtime partner and mother of his children reportedly woke up to begin the school routine. She noticed Kwan on the couch, covered him with a blanket, and left the home without checking his condition. According to her later statement, she didn't believe anything was wrong at that time. It wasn't until late morning, around 11 a.m., that she returned and claimed she realized Kwan was still in the exact same position, cold and unresponsive, with visible foam around his mouth. That's when emergency services were finally contacted. The timeline alone caused confusion, but what truly shifted public opinion was the leaked 911 call. Instead of focusing on the words spoken, listeners fixated on the tone, measured, calm, almost detached. Many felt it lacked the panic expected in such a crisis, which led to widespread debate about what was truly known in those hours.
But they're saying it's over an overdose.
That's some fake-ass pills, bro. 9 times out of 10, it's probably some fake-ass pills.
When audio from the emergency call surfaced, it intensified scrutiny. Listeners noted how controlled the conversation sounded, especially given the gravity of the situation. At one point, the caller asked for Kwan's father to be added to the line, which struck many as unusual during a medical emergency. Online commentators questioned whether shock could explain the calmness, or if something else was at play. Emergency responders, however, maintained focus on procedure, urging immediate action and instructions. Despite that, public attention drifted away from protocol and toward behavior. Social media users replayed the call repeatedly, dissecting pauses, phrasing, and emotional cues. In the court of public opinion, tone became evidence, even though legally it isn't. This moment marked a turning point. From here on, the conversation wasn't just about how Kwan died, but about who knew what and when. That shift laid the groundwork for every theory that followed, whether reasonable or extreme.
You don't suspect any foul play in Kwan's death?
Not knowingly. So my son's official death is an overdose, okay? But I learned, through educating myself that you can take 3 drugs, they can be over the counter. If they kill you, it'll be considered an overdose because it's more than 1 drug, okay? Do I think someone knowingly gave him that pill? No, I don't. But that's my gut feeling. Does it matter? No. But I just don't think nobody in their right mind who was around him or somebody he knew would give him something to harm him. There's a lot of fake pills going around.
Shortly after Kwan's passing, the internet saw an unexpected surge of women stepping forward, each claiming a personal connection to him. Some posted photos, videos, and private messages suggesting romantic involvement. To many observers, it looked chaotic and inappropriate so soon after his death. One woman openly implied she held a special place in his life, while another shared affectionate memories before deleting them. Public figures criticized the behavior, arguing that grief shouldn't turn into a competition for attention. As more posts appeared, the narrative shifted again. Online users began speculating that Kwan's partner may have been emotionally overwhelmed long before his death, dealing with public embarrassment and private betrayal. These assumptions were never proven, but they gained traction as timelines were re-examined. The flood of posts painted a picture of a complicated personal life, one that some believe added emotional strain to an already tense household dynamic. Attention soon turned to Kwan's brother, whose behavior after the death raised eyebrows. Social media activity showed him wearing Kwan's clothing, posting casually, and appearing unusually upbeat. Critics felt his online presence didn't reflect mourning. Others accused him of attempting to capitalize on the tragedy by networking within the music industry shortly after. Again, these claims remain speculative, but perception matters online. Rumors also surfaced suggesting the brother and Kwan's partner shared an unusually close relationship even before the incident. No evidence confirmed this, but public suspicion grew as people searched for explanations beyond overdose. Industry voices joined the conversation, warning about the dangers of counterfeit pills circulating widely. While some used this to support the overdose ruling, others felt it reopened the possibility that Kwan's death involved factors still unexplored. As theories multiplied, trust in the official narrative continued to erode.
What's the relationship with Kwan, with Rich Homie?
No, we don't have no problem. Like, I don't think we can be like how we used to be.
Right.
He already just did some bull. He already know my heart, so it's like I'm too pure. So once you do that, it's like no. I forgive. I always forgive. If I kill a person, I pray to God that He forgive me. If I do something to a person, I pray I get forgiveness. So I always forgive. I don't ever hold grudges on nobody. I forgive everybody.
Kwan's father became one of the strongest voices questioning the conclusion. He openly stated that he never believed his son was addicted to pills. While acknowledging Kwan drank alcohol and smoked marijuana, he insisted pill use wasn't part of his lifestyle. As a strict and involved parent, he said he spoke with his son daily and could sense when something was wrong. He also explained that toxicology reports can be misleading, noting that combining even legal substances can technically qualify as an overdose. Still, he maintained that he didn't believe anyone intentionally harmed Kwan. Instead, he suggested dangerous counterfeit drugs could be responsible. His remarks added complexity rather than closure. While he didn't accuse anyone directly, his doubts reinforced public skepticism. For many fans, a father's intuition carried emotional weight, making the official ruling feel incomplete rather than final. The speed of the toxicology results further unsettled critics. In high-profile cases, such reports often take weeks or months, yet this one appeared to conclude quickly with minimal follow-up. That efficiency raised eyebrows, especially among those already distrustful of the timeline. As speculation spread, unrelated names began entering the conversation, including former collaborators and industry figures. Some theories suggested professional conflicts or strained relationships could have played a role. However, most of these ideas collapsed under scrutiny. People close to those named denied any hostility, and many expressed genuine grief over Kwan's passing. While these theories didn't stick, their existence reflected a broader issue: the public's unwillingness to accept simple explanations when details feel unresolved. With every dismissed theory, focus returned to the household and the hours before help was called. As more voices weighed in, the conversation narrowed back to a few central figures: the brother who found Kwan but delayed calling for help, the partner whose calm demeanor unsettled listeners, the women who exposed a tangled private life. and the father who rejected the official cause. Together, these elements formed a narrative too complex for easy answers. Some online commentators went further, proposing extreme theories involving betrayal and intent. These claims remain unproven and should be treated cautiously. Still, they spread rapidly, fueled by emotion and mistrust. Public fascination wasn't driven by malice alone. It was driven by confusion. Fans wanted clarity, accountability, and reassurance that nothing had been overlooked. Instead, they found silence, closed cases, and unanswered questions, which only intensified speculation rather than settling it.